Many people do not really understand what Bitcoin is. And the question of whether or not a person should be purchasing Bitcoin or leave it alone and not touch it is something that is on the minds of many people. For instance, in the United States, around 50 million people are allegedly holders of cryptocurrencies. The rest of the American public, as well as around the world, might be also wondering, should they be buying crypto, specifically Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies? And those that have already done so might still have their uncertainty and doubt or fear about whether or not to continue to hold it or to sell it. And the big question behind it is, if one can frame it this way, is who is on the right side of the debate? If you like, who is more correct and accurate in their investment decision? Now, this is not financial advice, and my motivation for thinking about this is the recent appearance of Trump at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. And in the speech, it was mentioned that most people do not know what the heck Bitcoin is. Now, I would like to take up this challenge and try to explain to the best of my abilities what Bitcoin is. Now, if you already know what Bitcoin is, I would like to suggest that maybe you know aspects of it, but maybe some aspects you're not so sure about. Or you might be mistaken in some aspects about the nature of Bitcoin and what Bitcoin is. Now, if you're a holder of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies and you're invested, you can ask yourself, why should you care? You probably should be understanding what you're investing in order to make an informed investment decision, as well as have confidence in your portfolio decision. And it also allows you to navigate the field of personal investment much better. Now, those people who think that Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are completely a scam, fake money, fake investments, a Ponzi scheme, or whatever description you may use, they might like to confirm and corroborate and support their stance and their view that Bitcoin is best left alone and or even regulated out of existence, even if that might or might not be possible. So both sides, that is, if you're pro-crypto or anti-crypto, or pro-Bitcoin and anti-Bitcoin, it is, I think, warranted to revisit or visit for the first time, if you're new to this topic, the question about what Bitcoin is. And I'd like to suggest that for those people who are not invested in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies, maybe this information might change your mind, or you might just get additional logic, additional arguments, additional support of your stance why you are personally not just not invested in crypto or Bitcoin, as well as why you might like regulators to take a very tough stance on the crypto industry. So this means that the benefit is of this video series is for you to really understand better what Bitcoin is, as well as what other cryptocurrencies are. And the benefit of this better understanding is that you're on firmer ground, meaning that you can avoid, or at least be conscious of, avoiding potential losses in your investments. Or you can feel more confident via information and knowledge about the investment decisions that you have done. This means that you either can profit or prevent losses from having additional financial literacy, given that most news, most outlets do, in my humble opinion, do not do a good job to explain what Bitcoin is to the general public, as well as to explain what Bitcoin is to the so-called crypto bros or broettes, that is the crypto enthusiasts, because it might be an article of faith that you might not know all the ins and outs of what Bitcoin is. You might have some certain tenets of beliefs, quick descriptions that might belie your lack of understanding or lack of sure foundations of the nature of Bitcoin. Similarly, if you're anti-crypto, you now have more faith and understanding of your investment stance or your demand for harsher regulation of the crypto industry, or re-regulation, deregulation if you're on the other side of the debate. And this will allow you to, for example, speak and convince your friends, your family members, your colleagues in your neighborhood, in your community, to either maintain or change their view and their, hopefully after, informed opinion on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, why does this information not already exist? It is because Bitcoin is a minefield. Pun not intended. It's a minefield in the sense that it mixes up a lot of misunderstandings and misconceptions and, frankly, ignorance about the nature of money. You can ask, I know what money is. I would like to challenge you that you do know what money looks like. You probably know how to use money and probably what money does. But I would like to ask if you know what money is. Speaking about what the nature of crypto is and the nature of Bitcoin, what the heck Bitcoin is, actually reveals a lack of understanding or safe understanding or thorough understanding about the nature of money. So even if you're not interested in crypto, if you're interested to learn about money, you might take the stance that Bitcoin is not money or Bitcoin is money. Either way, we can use Bitcoin as a starting place that shines light upon the nature of money. And if you learn about the nature of money, you are able to better make decisions about how to use money. That is, to save, to spend, as well as to calculate and manage your money. That's all. Thank you and see you in the next video.